Hello everybody, Jimmy Hawkins, teaching pro in Knoxville, Tennessee. I want to give you some tips today to help you on your putting. I get a chance to work with a lot of players through the year and do a lot of video lessons. I get to analyze a lot of golf swings, a lot of putting strokes. One of the problems I see in the putting, the main problem I see with the students I work with, and I work with levels from beginners to plus handicaps. But most of the problem is in the distance control more than the alignment. A lot of them don't have feel for how hard to hit it, especially the higher the handicap, it seems like the less feel they have for the distance. Good fundamentals are important, of course. We need good stance. Square to the line, I think, is best. Ball positioned under the eyes, weight a little forward. All this is very important, but the most important part of putting is the distance, the feel part. You get the distance right, you can miss the line 3 feet and still have you a makeable putt. You miss the distance a little, you're going to be three putting a lot of greens. One of the ways to learn some good distance control, I like to look at it like when I was a little younger. I used to play a lot of sports. When I shot a basketball, I looked at the goal. That gave me feel for how hard to shoot it. When I threw a baseball, I looked at the glove. That gave me feel for how hard to throw it. Bowling, I looked at the pins. When you go out and you practice your putting, take you some balls, set up 30 foot, 25 foot, 35 foot. Look at the hole when you putt it. It's going to give you some feel for the distance. You'll be surprised how solid you're going to hit the putt. Set up to it normal. Square the line, eyes over the ball, shoulder square. Take you 2 or 3 looks, and then look at the hole and putt it. You'll be surprised how it will increase the feel for the distance part of the putting, and you will be making more putts and you'll be dropping more putts on 2 putts. There was a LPGA player, Beth Daniel, who's a Hall of Famer now, by the way, who putted a whole year looking at the hole when she was inside 10 feet. And I don't know what her putting stats was that year, but I do know she kept a card. But she did that because it gave her feel for the distance, and it gave her feel for the putt. It wasn't so much mechanical. So many of my students get really mechanical, and they get to thinking so much right here where they're standing, rather than out here where they want the ball to go. And it creates a problem during the movement at the golf club, and we hit it too hard or we hit it too easy. But looking at the hole sometimes, when you practice, if you practice 50 putts, look at the hole 10 of them. Look at the hole 20 of them. I promise you, you'll see a better performance out of your putting next time you go. You'll 3 putt less, you'll have much better feel. I hope this helps you, and I'll have another lesson out pretty soon. Thanks a lot.